Hello and welcome to episode 43 of the Yoshi and Lucy Knits podcast. My name is Denise and I am the indie dyer behind Yoshi and Lucy. I have quite a few things to share this week. Some finished objects, some whips that I started since the last time I sat down with you. Well, first I wanted to talk about what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing my Zweig from Caitlin Hunter. I never showed this on the podcast before, and I did not knit this. I had this, I had somebody knit up a sample for me, but I'm using the colorways are royal for the main color, and the lace detail is the Duchess, and I just really like this combination, and it's a really cozy sweater. I don't wear this a lot. I tend to want to preserve my samples for any shows I might do or trunk shows, so I'm very careful with them, and I just put them away, and I don't wear them every day. But today I wanted to take some photos for Instagram because I've never shared this on Instagram, and I'm gonna take photos after I finish recording today. So yeah, still haven't knit Caitlin Hunter design yet, but it's nice to have a sample, and I'm very happy with this combination. So, and I like the detail of the body, it's not just plain stockinette. There's some like interesting design there. So yeah, and also I'm wearing like a bunch of makeup. Something I've been doing last year was like I was learning how to put on makeup, and I still have a lot to learn. Like I have problems doing like winged eyeliner, and today I was playing around with some eyeshadow, trying to do a winged eyeliner. It's kind of okay. But in case you're wondering, if you're interested, I use the Mercury Retrograde Hued Beauty palette for my eye look. So, and I just watch tutorials online. That's pretty much how I learned, because nobody ever bothered to teach me. Like my mom wears like basic makeup, but not like anything crazy, she might just put like some eyeshadow and mascara on, and that's about it. But if I want to like play around with some palettes, like I go on YouTube to get some ideas. So yeah, this is my look. I tried to do winged eyeliner today, and it's kind of funky, but it's all right. I have hooded eyes, which I discovered as I was learning how to put on makeup. So doing the tutorials for like winged eyeliners won't work on my eyes because of my eyelids. It would touch the top with the eyeliner, so I have to modify that. There's like tutorials for hooded eyes and stuff, so I have to sit down and actually like practice one of these days. But I don't know, honestly, I'm lazy sometimes, and it's been a while since I've played with eye makeup. But yeah, I felt like I was in the mood for that today, so I did that. But anyway, this is not a makeup podcast. This is a knitting podcast. So I'm gonna show my first FO, or finished object, is the Flax sweater by Tin Can Knits, and I was knitting this in my own hand-dyed yarn. Colorway is still unnamed. I think somebody suggested I should name it after my nephew because I dyed this for him, and I'm thinking I will. So I knit the size 2 to 4 year old, and this fits him now, and he's only 20 months, and according to his doctor, he is large for his age, so this fits him now and it won't fit him next year, which was surprising. So I don't know if my gauge was off. I did not do a gauge swatch. I know I'm lazy. I don't like doing gauge swatches, which is a bad habit to have, but here we are. And yeah, I think I knit this in maybe a little over a week. But it's nice that he can wear it now. So I think I made some mistakes on the sleeves, but honestly, like, who cares? And then I made him a barley hat, which is also by Tin Can Knits. It's a free pattern, and they have from baby to adult sizes. And I used the same yarn. I knit him the toddler size, and when I was knitting it, I was like afraid this wouldn't fit him because he has a very big head and he has a lot of like curly hair. So, but it actually fits him. After I blocked it out, it stretched out quite a bit. So this will fit him now, which is good because he's been needing hats. So I'm happy that I finally knit something for my nephew that he gets to enjoy right away. So not that he realizes it, but his parents will be happy at least. As for my whips, I cast on the Antler Pullover, also by Tin Can Knits, for my friend's kid. And this pattern starts with the sleeves, and then you knit the body starting from the bottom up, and then you attach the sleeves at one point. So I finished one sleeve using also yarn I dyed that's currently unnamed. I was thinking I wasn't gonna add this to the shop, but I'm debating maybe adding like one batch because I really like how it looks. It looks similar to another colorway I have, so that's why I wasn't gonna initially add it. And I started the second sleeve. I'm hoping to finish it in the next few days and then start the body. I'm like excited to knit cables. Like the top of the sweater has cables on it, and I haven't knit cables in a very long time, and I think it would look really nice in this this yarn. So, and this is in worsted weight, and I'm knitting she's 4 years old, and I was gonna knit the 4 to 6 year old size, but then I decided to knit the 6 year old size because the flax sweater was running a little small for me, so I thought I might as well just knit her the larger size because then she'll have it for longer, or maybe it would fit her now. And then after I started knitting it, I spoke to her mother, and she said that she's actually big for her age, and she wears clothes for like 6 years old. So I made the right decision. So there is the Antler Pullover. So my second whip that I have, I found this in my bag. So I have this New York State Sheep and Wool Festival bag, like tote bag from 2016, which is like the last time I went to that yarn festival. And I have my Cozy Memories blanket. I have not knit on this in like 2 years, so it's pretty long and it's hard to show on here, but I'll try my best right now. So I looked up on my project page like when did I start. So this is the width that I'm going for, and that was the length that I showed you earlier. I looked up on my project page when did I start this, and it was 2016. So this is a really long-term project, but I like I said, I have not knit on it in 2 years. So I decided, oh, I'll add a square, and then I got kind of addicted and I kept adding squares. So I think that's what happened. So I did, this is my colorway, like creamsicle colorway. I think I knit a pair of socks out of this, and then these are Knit Picks Felici, the self striping yarn. Also Knit Picks Felici in the self striping. I don't know the colorway names. And I'm having a problem now is that I don't have a lot of scraps, like fingernail weight scraps. In this bag I pretty much have like 5 more colorways I can add, and then I'm out of finger weight scraps. So I'm I'm trying to decide what to do. I tried looking up mini skeins on Etsy, and a lot of people sell mini skeins, but they sell like 20 grams or like 10 grams. And I was kind of looking for like a grab bag of like 5, and people don't sell those. And I understand why, because suppliers don't really sell 5 grams minis. Like you have to, the minimum is like 10 grams. So, and if you have to hand wind them like 5 grams, that's like labor intensive, and I understand people don't want to do it. So what I think I'm gonna do is buy 10 gram mini skeins, like bare yarn, and just play around. Like I'm just gonna do a bunch of like one-of-a-kind sets in 10 gram minis. I don't really offer mini skeins in the shop that often, so I think I'm gonna, you know, try it out just as a way to experiment with colorways and not feel like I have to like perfect a colorway, you know, a full 6-game colorway and be like an official colorway for my business. I'll just have like one of a kinds, and it'll be a way for me to experiment with different techniques, and also be able to add minis to this blanket. And I'm knitting these with this is US 2 or 2.75 milliliters straight needles. I think these are Knitter's Pride, and I bought these specifically for this blanket because I wanted to have something just for this project. Before I think I was using like double pointed wooden needles, and I just like how these straight needles look, and I feel like it's like very old school to knit with straight needles now, because people just tend to use circulars for everything. You know, even if they're working flat, like I'm knitting a sweater now and I'm using circular needles because that's just the size I have. I'm not gonna buy like a ton of straight needles to occasionally, you know, knit a flat sweater. So, but I think, you know, these are cool to have around. So yeah, here's my cozy memories blanket. I would like to have this done, you know, at some point, maybe in the next 5 years, I can have like a nice blanket for myself. I don't have any knitted blankets that are done at the moment, so I would like to have some. In terms of acquisitions this week, I picked up some patterns because a designer was having like a sale for her birthday. So Jacqueline Zizak, I'm sorry if I butcher your last name, was having a sale, and I bought 3 of her patterns. Rift, which is like a summer tee, Bay Slipover, which is a worsted weight shirt, Ursa, which is a bulky sweater that has like a brioche detail on it in the bottom, and I've never knit brioche, so that's gonna be interesting to try and figure that out. And I already ordered the yarn for Rift, and that should be coming soon. I'm kind of excited to do like more of a summer tea, like a summer tea, and that's gonna be in cotton and a linen blend, which I don't remember ever knitting. I think I've made like, you know, cotton dishcloths here and there, but never like a garment. So that would be fun to do. In terms of like life stuff, I'll briefly mention, like starting this week, I became my grandmother's part-time caretaker, so I have to take care of her for 3 days a week, and I'm trying to balance out having a business and taking care of her at the same time. She's 93 now, and just over the last year she's been just needing more help, so mostly at night. So sometimes I'm awake at all hours of the night taking care of her, and that leaves me being tired during the day, so I don't get to do as much work as I want to. And yeah, like this past week I was trying to dye like a new colorway because I had an idea, and the first 2 times I tried it, it did not work out, which happens sometimes. Like sometimes I get it right the first time, and other times I don't. So I'm gonna try for the 3rd time today. I think I figured out what I did wrong, and then I'll dye it again, and then hopefully put it in the shop soon. And of course I'll show it once that's ready. So I'm still like balancing out those things, and I don't want to commit myself to doing like, you know, big events right now. I'm still trying to balance this out. This is like, you know, this is new for us. She's always been very independent, and just at this point in her life she needs a little bit more help. So I'm happy to do it because I'm very close to her, and I wouldn't want a stranger to take care of her, honestly. And I don't think she would want that either. So yeah, that's about it. I would probably be recording in about 2 weeks. I'm guessing that, unless I have like a ton of stuff to show you guys. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.